YouTube channels, man. 2 YouTube channels if you guys are looking for content for your current gen. As far as your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox One, it will be on Black Rain 4 2. And if you guys are looking for your newer gen, which is your next gen content, it shall be on Black Rain 4. Videos will be dropping on both channels every single day.
Hey, Black Rain. Ooh, yeah. Hey, 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 Black Rain. Ooh, yeah. Hey, ha. Hey, Black Rain. Yeah. Hey, Black Rain. Ooh, yeah. Huh. Who you think is the best in the league? Black Rain. Who you think these people tryna see? Black Rain. Pros online still in my place. For what? Who you think these people wanna be? Black Rain. Who you know with a drift like this? Black Rain. Who you know with a drift like that? Black Rain. Who you know with a stick like this? Black Rain. Who you know with a stick like that? You reading ebooks, but this is a pro read. Pro read. Sometimes I do this with no read. They say that I'm sticky. They say I'm too OP. OP. I can be down 14, come back in the 4, win the game out with no lead. No lead. If you ain't got 200 or better, I'm sending it back. Don't you even approach me, don't need to go pro, cause you already know me. Yo, hey, Black Rain. Oh, yeah, hey, Black Rain. Yeah.
All right, man, back with it, man. Let's rock out with the Falcons. Rock out with the Falcons. Desmond Ridder or Mariota? Stick with Mariota. Cordell Patterson has what? Backfield master. Hey, let's get it. Receivers 93. Okay, so 93. You feel me? 93, 98, 93, 89, 88. All right. Kyle Pitts says what? Mid-end elite and red zone threat. I thought he had tight end apprentice. So what does he got again? Red zone threat, mid-end elite. Okay. This is gonna be tough. Hope we got some speed at DB, like something. 92, 90. Oh, this gonna be tough. Okay, man. Fuck. Okay, these two guys can stay there. Boy, I'm really sitting here trying to come up with a plan in my head. Like, how can we stop anybody, dog? Mike Ford, Darren Hall. To mute you real quick. Sub linebackers. Eric Harris. 92 speed linebacker. I want to play him right here so bad, but I don't like linebackers on my field because linebackers don't animate. Can't put you out there, bro, because you gonna get there, but the ball you ain't gonna animate, bro. So rushing off this end. Grady Jarrett's a right end. I thought he was a nose tackle. All right, man. Let's get this 92 speed out there on the edge. On this edge, let's get Lorenzo Carter out there, and then in the middle we'll put Big Grady Jarrett. Slot, Drake London, Cordero, and my user is gonna have to be Rashad Fenton, maybe. Cornell Armstrong. And we just gotta rock out like that. Damn, Atlanta is slow and terrible. Imagine if I match up with like the Chiefs or the Dolphins or somebody like that. Boy, I'm about to be in trouble. But that's what it is, man. This is scheme over team, and that's what it is. So that it is what it is. Now, man, I had fun in 5 wide, bro. I really did. But do I stay trips? You know what? Because hell no, we're gonna go Green Bay. And the reason we're gonna go Green Bay because I got backfield master with Cordell Patterson, so I can really put him on like the angle route, just the angle route with the crosser, so that right there helps me a little bit. So, all right, let me go and get me something to drink. And we got a good story for y'all today, like we always do, man. Of course, it's about dogs. All right, man, so if you really rock with me, man, head over to Rain Gang Kennels, hit that follow button, enjoy the journey, and keep up with me and the pups. All right, so check this out. I was listening to a podcast, and it just happened to pop up on my Instagram. I was searching for something, then it just popped up. I seen spent $30,000 on dogs. So I listened to it, and the question was, what was your biggest loss that you've took? And I don't even think it was a dog question, but it was like, what is the biggest loss you took? Wow, Seattle. Wow, team I did not want to match up first. Wow. Like, what is the biggest loss you took? And he was like, bro, I spent $30,000 on a dog, bro. And he's like, it was a loss for me because I spent $30,000 on this dog, and which there are some dogs that cost $30,000. He probably bought a Frenchie, probably a fluffy Frenchie that was $30,000. But he said, and then you take care of this dog for 2 years, and then you breed this dog, and she ain't even get pregnant. He said, I'm looking to try to, eventually breed this dog in 2 years and sell the puppies for, 15, 20, 30,000. Get my, make my money back and make some profit. He said, I bred her and she didn't even get pregnant, bro. And I felt this frustration with that, I felt this frustration because I got 2 females that I bred and they didn't get pregnant. I have 2 females that I bred and they didn't get pregnant. So my next option right now is I'm gonna take her to the vet to see if she can actually get pregnant. I'm gonna take her to the vet to see what the actual issue was. Throw me one. We had a sack fumble right there. We really need a sack fumble. I bet you it's a run. No run? Okay. That was cute. I'm gonna take them females to the vet to see if they can actually get pregnant. That's the next option. I feel like that's, because it's just like in real life. Some women can't get pregnant, and then, it's like that for dogs sometimes too. So let me get that up off you. Appreciate you, my boy. Ugh, that's bad user stick after interception. That was bad. But appreciate you, my boy. Just not enough room right there. I know what you wanted. I know you seen the speed matchup. You seen the one-on-one. Just not enough room right there, broski. I need Bird where Zacchaeus is. I need Dami a Bird right there. Nice low ball. Nice slow ball. But yeah, so the biggest loss I took in the dog game, man, it was coming up on a year ago, man. So, had this female, and I bred her, right? And she needed a C-section. So I actually went to the vet, got her checked out, got her looked at, and she had 9 puppies, right? 9 puppies. Now, so I'm like, bet. So I'm counting it up in my mind, $2,000 a pup. I'm looking at $18,000. Now I feel like I'm gonna keep a puppy as well. So I'm actually looking at like $16,000. Now I already got people asking me, yo, bro, with this litter right here, I need a pup. Would you charge it? Probably $2,000. Bet. I got it. I'm waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know when the pup is here. So I'm like, bet. So my money done made already. You feel me? Money is made. I ain't really worried about it. Money is made. So, my female is pushing, right? She's pushing and she's not delivering. So I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I'm already knowing what the deal is. She needs a C-section. You know what I'm saying? She can't push out the pups. Nice low ball. She needs a C-section. Now, you know, if you have a planned C-section, they're gonna charge you like $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, up to $1,200 for like a planned C-section. But for emergency C-section, they hit me for $1,500 at the door. Yep. Okay. Well, over the phone. Yep. We can do it, but it's gonna be, you know, $1,500. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm not tripping on $1,500. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make $16,000. $1,500 is light work. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the money I'm about to make. So I get to the vet, right? I get to the vet and, you know, get her loaded up in the car, and we're doing, and they do the C-section or whatever, and they call me. I'm sitting outside like, yo, Mr. Wright, we have bad news. I'm like, bad news what? You know what I'm saying? Bad news bears over here. Nope. Appreciate you, my boy. Just a bad read. They're like, yep. So she did have 9 puppies. I'm like, you feel me? Now I'm like, what the fuck could the bad news be? They said 8 of them didn't make it, and the 9th one is very weak, and we don't know if she's gonna make it either. And I'm just like, nah. Me, 34, talk to me, bro. 34, you're in a purple, talk to me. Talk to me. So they're like, yeah, we don't know if she's gonna make it. I'm like, what? Over the phone, I'm like, 9 puppies and 8 didn't make it. I'm like, what happened? Like, you feel me? Talk to me. And they was like, well, your female had a, I think they called it a bacterial infection, to where.
Head over to your App Store or Google Play and download the best way to play fantasy, Prize Picks. Use code RAIN4 to get a 100% discount code up to $100. It's pretty simple. Pick 2 or more players from the board, choose over or under their projected stat line for the day, and choose which way you want to profit. With Flex Play, you can miss one and still win, or you can go big with the power play to win more. Prize Picks offers every sport you can think of, from NBA to NFL to even college sports as well. Prize Picks has a ton of stats to choose from, including 3-pointers made, rebounds, assists, even the touchdowns, RBIs, and home runs. Prize Picks also allows mixed sports entries, like you can take the over on LeBron's points and the under on Mahomes' touchdowns on the same entry. There's also many celebrities who use and partner with Prize Picks, including Famous Los, Matt Ryan, John Collins, and many more. In 2021, Prize Picks had 300,000 new members and paid out over $130 million in prizes. With the easy withdrawal system, Prize Picks is the best legal way to play player props. Once again, go to your App Store or Google Play and download Prize Picks. And don't forget to use code RAIN4 for a 100% deposit match up to $100.
Get that up off you, my boy. Appreciate you. Had a bacterial infection that caused some of the puppies to get it got in the bloodstream of some of the puppies and spread it through all the rest of the puppies, and then, you know, it caused them to not make it. And I'm just like, I've been taking her to the vet back and forth, and they've been telling me she's perfect, you know, she's good to go. But now all of a sudden she got a, so I was pissed off. I was for real heated. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, you feel me? But, you know, it's just nothing I can do about it. So they ended up sending me home with my female and the one puppy that they said wasn't gonna make it. She actually did make it. But, and I'm gonna tell you how she made it, because this is a crazy situation. So when they sent me home with the pup and my female was like non-responsive, bro. Like, she was like out of it. Now they're telling me, yes, and she just had a C-section. She's gonna be like that for the first, you know, 24 to 48 hours, just because, you know, she's on the meds. You know, we stitched her back up and whatnot, but she's on the meds. So, you know, when those meds wear off, she'll be back to normal. So 2 days go by, bro, and she is like non-responsive. She's not eating. She's not realizing that she has a puppy. It's like she don't have a clue what's going on. So I'm calling the vet and I'm like, hold on now, like, she ain't, I took her in before, you know what I'm saying, she was perfectly fine. I get her back and she's terrible. Like, I don't know, like, is this my dog? Like what's actually going on? You know what I'm saying? And Oh my God, we is on the run with it with that boy. So you know what I'm saying? They're like, you know what? I don't know. Can you explain her symptoms? I'm like, she not responding to her name. She barely want to go outside to use the bathroom. Like oh my God. I'm like, she ain't doing nothing. Like she just laying there. I put the pup beside her to try to feed on her nipple. She's not like she ain't budging. She ain't doing nothing. She ain't like wagging her tail. She ain't like, it's like she's just sitting there and she's looking at me like she's a zombie or something. So I've been through that situation before. I'll explain that in another story. But so I take her to the vet. They're like, yeah, she's septic right now. Like she's pretty much out of it right now. And I'm like, time out. When I brought her in, she wasn't septic. So I'm confused on what's going on. You feel me? And they was like, well, there's options we can do. So, and if you know anything about a vet and dogs and pit bulls or bullies, the first thing they want to do is fix your dog. We gotta pick that up. The first thing they want to do is neuter and spade your dog. It's the first thing they're gonna recommend. Well, we can neuter and spade her, and you know, we can get her cleaned up and she'll be good to go. I'm just like, no, you know, like. I'm like, what's the problem? It was like, so she has a infection in her uterus, pretty much in her uterus, that like her whole uterus needs to be removed, or it needs to be cleaned out. It's an infection in it. So, and I'm just like, you feel me? And they're like, yeah. So, what do you want to do? I was like, okay, what's the surgery to remove the uterus? They was like, oh, that's gonna be $10,000. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, what is it to clean out? It was like, we don't know if cleaning it will get the job done or anything like that. It was like, what we can do right now is put her under we can get her on some meds. We can keep her at the hospital for a couple days, and we can try to see if we can get it figured out, you know, with the meds and things like that. I'm like, cool, you know, that is a nice read. I was too low on that route. That's a nice read. I'm like, cool, you know what I'm saying? They was like, that's probably the best option right now. They was like, because we don't know, even if having the surgery to remove it, she's gonna make it, because she's septic right now. I got it's cool. I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I was like, so you trying to tell me that like, even with surgery, that my dog might not still make it? And even if we do the cleansing of the uterus, she still might not make it. It was like, that's exactly what we're telling you. They was like, but we want to get on some antibiotics and get some fluids in her to see if we can get her back to the level of like, you know, moving around and happy again, you know, out of that septic state, to the point that now we can look at doing the surgery. Because they was like, honestly, we don't know if the surgery would be worth it right now, because we don't know if she's going to make it. So I'm going through it right now. I'm like, listen, you mean to tell me that's a great miss? I'm glad that was inaccurate, because that was going to be a pick. I was like, so you sitting here telling me that I would just now in my mind is what I'm saying. You mean to me I would just now sit here looking at $18,000. I was sitting here looking at $18,000. Now I'm out of the whole $18,000. I have one pup. And I was like, nah. I'm like, nah, you know. Like, hell no. I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, hell nah, bro. So they're like, okay, so what we can do is we're gonna keep her for a couple days, and we're gonna administer, you know, we're gonna give her the IV and everything, get her fluids in her and whatnot, to see if we can get her back to the right state. And oh my God, come on, Drake London, we know you slow as fuck. Let's fucking go, man. How did you know that was gonna be open? He's in a match cover 4, and when you put the outside guy on a stop route, it forces that corner to bite down on that stop route. I didn't know this kicker had that. It forces that corner to bite on a stop route, and the vertical route is the safety responsibility. And he had the safety, so if you just hike it, and once he bites on that stop route, throw the outside go out real quick before he can jump it. So I tried to do it on the other side too, but he read it. So, but anyway, so they kept her in the hospital for 2 days or 3 days, and I'm like, I'm calling, asking how she doing. Oh, she's getting a little bit better. Her vitals are up a little bit better, and then boom, the 4th day, I'm like, all right, now listen, y'all not gonna just keep her in the hospital, run up my tab, and I don't know what's exactly going on in there. They was like, yeah, we tried to get her back to her normal state, but it's just not looking good for her. And I'm just like, what I'm saying? I'm like, what? Don't throw that post because I'm here. Don't throw it. I'm like, what? They was like, yeah, your best option right now, honestly, Mr. Wright, is just to come in and just put her down, honestly. And I'm just sitting here like, bro. Like, I'm just sitting here like, is we even serious right now? So I was looking at, so I did go in, and she was just not herself, and it was the saddest thing it's the second saddest thing I've ever been through. You know what I'm saying? I had been through that one time already. Very, very frustrating process. But I went in and we put her down right there, and that was frustrating, man. It was, we probably could have scored if we didn't tiptoe. It was frustrating, man. But so I was looking at making, if I sold the last pup, I was looking at making $18,000 on that litter. I paid $1,500 for the C-section, and then I paid $1,500 for the C-section, and then I end up losing her as well. I end up paying $6,000 for her doctor bill to stay overnight and shit, and ended up losing her as well. So it went from, let's just say, I still have that pup to this day. I still have her daughter to this day. It went from $16,000 to plus $7,500. So what's that? $23,500 that I lost in that whole transaction for, right then and there. It went from one day looking at $16,000 to losing $25,000, $23,000. Shit was crazy, bro. A lot of y'all not. Shit was crazy. It went from, kinda not like, spending money, not spending money wildly, but spending money, like I have a backup. Like, okay, cool. I know, I might, it went from spending money to, damn, I just sat here and lost $23,000. I was already planning, I had already bought 3 more dogs, bro. Honestly, I had 3 more dogs on the way from Illinois that I ended up not getting just because of the transaction went bad. But it went, it was a crazy situation. Just a crazy situation, bro. That was my biggest loss that I took, and it was frustrating to understand. But I still certain vets like that I still won't. I don't know, bro. That shit's just, I don't know, bro. Just a crazy situation. So it's not all about sunshine when it comes to these dogs, because they can go bad. It can definitely go bad. It can be good at times, but sometimes it can definitely be bad too. So for people to sit here and see me now and be like, bro, you got 20 dogs, you're doing great, bro. Your business got to be growing. You always been lit with the dogs. No, I ain't. No, I done took a bunch of losses. And that's how it comes that's how business is, man. You're gonna take your losses while you're learning. You losing, learn. You're learning while you're losing. You're learning while you're losing. Then you hit that win. You win. You take a little small step, then you win, and all of a sudden you sit here, hey, I'm equal now. All my losses and my wins, I'm kind of equal now. I done put in so much work. It's been 2, 3, 4 years. I've been losing so much. Now the wins is equaling out. Now it's, so you even now it's win, loss, win, loss, win. Now people are like, oh, bro, you been doing your thing, but you been lit. No, I ain't. I've been losing. But I don't lose in public. I lose in, so I lose in private. You know what I'm saying? I don't really tell too many people when I lose, because, man, I done been, boy, this shit, This shit crazy, but more stories coming about the dogs, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. That was with the Falcons, man. Just dusted him with the Falcons. Come on, man. Just dusted him with the Falcons.
Hey, Black Rain. Oh, yeah.